Hey there, thanks for stopping by. I hope the world's being good to you and you're being good to it. Hey, here's a movie that I like, Airheads. Now, Airheads is just a downright 90s extravaganza, okay? So it focuses on the Lone Rangers who are trying to make it as a band in Los Angeles, which, that's gotta be tough to do. But in this band here, we've got Brendan Fraser, and I think he's pretty talented. I bet he's got a future in the picture, so I hope he keeps making movies. Here you got Adam Sandler, and oh boy, do I love him on this Saturday Night Live. He's just such a weird and quirky guy, and then in this movie, he's just a weird and quirky guy too, so it really works well. I hope he keeps making movies too, because I think there's a lot of potential there. And then down here you got Steve Buscemi rounding out the trio, and oh boy, does Steve Buscemi have a recognizable face. Now, I've got no room to criticize, but when you see Steve Buscemi, you're looking at Steve Buscemi. It's just, he's got a look about him. Anyway, there's a lot of recognizable faces in Airheads, and that makes this just a really fun movie. In fact, there's a few Ghostbusters that show up. They're not Ghostbusters in the movie, but you recognize them from the Ghostbusters, and I think that's pretty fun. And it's just all these fun characters that make this kind of a kickback, carefree watch. And, when you just want to have a good time. And I think we all need that every now and then. Oh, speaking of fun time, there's a fun fact here. So I'm watching the movie, and then they show this parking lot type thing, and I'm like, golly, that really looks familiar. It's like a driveway parking lot. I'm like, how do I recognize that? But then they zoom out, and then there's this big building back there. And I'm like, holy smokes, I recognize the building too. And you know what? That parking lot driveway thing is Nakatomi Plaza. And that big building, wouldn't you believe it, is the Nakatomi building. And if you recognize those names, they're from a little flick called Die Hard, which I think that's pretty neat. Now, I don't know what the building's called in real life, and frankly, I don't need to know, because it's always going to be the Nakatomi building to me, Anyway, back to the movie. So the Lone Rangers are trying to get their demo played on the radio, and apparently to do that, they need to take the whole radio station hostage. But don't worry, this is a comedy, so it's only fun and hijinks that ensue. And now it's just a good time overall, and that's why Airheads is a movie that I like. And hey, maybe you'll like it too. Okay then, well, thanks for stopping by.